Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm here with my friend Jerry. We're going to be talking about NFL football and a little college football. So welcome, Jerry. Thank you for stopping by. And
Yeah, no problem.
let's start out with Aaron Rodgers, the Aaron Rodgers saga.
Yeah. So, the whole summer, I'm like, well, it was fun. And I enjoy it. I was a Viking fan, of course. It was fun watching one of the hated teams I love to hate the most to go for another quarterback struggle again.
He's a Vikings fan.
And it reminds me of the whole football team, but that was this is on two different things.
Yep.
But I would love to see Aaron Rodgers retired, or if that would have been the case. But it's good to see him in Green Bay with that decision and whatever. But knowing that it could be his last year in Green Bay,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I know a lot of Vikings fans would love to see him in football and I guess next year, but
Right.
I don't see that happening because that Kirk Cousins on the timeline for one more year and after the season, so
Be interesting. I'm a Denver Broncos fan, but I am wearing a Carolina Panthers hat. And I would have loved to see Aaron Rodgers sign with the Broncos.
but sure will. I don't think their guys would be long time
Yeah.
there and I go back to Drew Lock.
And Drew Lock. Yes, Drew Lock.
About that. And I don't think he will be probably the quarterback now, or Kenny will probably be the one that will probably go with. And I think they're both going under the contract for this year, so
Yeah.
I could see Aaron Rodgers. I think that probably could be one of the best spots going for next year. And I don't think there's something like Rodgers that they'll be looking for a quarterback. That would be it had to be a playoff contender for sure. Denver could be one with the right quarterback and Rodgers.
They do have Teddy Bridgewater also, Broncos.
Yeah. But again, he's another contender for this year, maybe next year. But I might they know that he won't go to you don't know about that situation down there right now, so you can't play too far away from even if they can run right now. I know a lot of people say that he could, and I'm going to change if that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to happen. I want to change. Yeah, horrible match for everything.
Well, we're back inside due to some noise outside, so we were talking about the Houston Texans.
Yeah, up for like maybe a landing spot for Aaron Rodgers, but
Yeah.
they just don't have the defense or how they don't even have a offensive line to protect him. So,
Yeah.
but
Houston's always struggled with offensive line issues ever since they came in the league in 2002. I just, they've had good players, a couple of them, but they just, as an overall, they weren't effective as an overall group.
yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, and like they're in with a lot of teams, but there's only probably like top 3 or 4 places that you could end up at. I know Saints could be one of them, but besides that, right now most of the teams they already have the franchise quarterback, or they're hoping they have the franchise quarterback now. So I don't know. Or we know a team could surprise somebody and off Aaron Rodgers where he wants, and he may end up going there.
I know what you're thinking. I'm a Broncos fan and I have a Raiders hat right here, so don't call me a hypocrite. I mean, we all have. I got New York Giants hat. What else do I have? Well, that's a good hat. Nintendo hat, of course. Not to get too off topic.
Yeah.
So, divisions. Do you want to start with a particular one?
Yeah,
Let's go NFC North.
yeah, we can do that. And
Get that out of the way.
yeah, of course, with me being a Viking fan, I would love to see the Vikings win the division, but overall, it will probably be a battle between Green Bay and Minnesota. I do see that. It might be how that series goes. If we spread it, then it's gonna be. We know Green Bay will pretty much sweep Detroit, like the Vikings will sweep Detroit. But
Yeah.
with the Detroit quarterback, we don't know. He might have something to prove now.
Nope. Jared Goff.
Yep, he might prove.
They got a good. Sorry to interrupt. They have an offensive lineman that is it Penny Sewell.
Yep.
Got it. It was a first round pick.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Thank God. Cause Detroit fans are always hoping for the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard for them.
Unlike the Vikings, where they've gotten far, Detroit hasn't. It's been a long time since they even won a playoff game, and I think we were fifth graders.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just
now we're in our early 40s.
40s, yep, and they still haven't. They get that one lucky spark for that 1 year, and they make the playoff, but then they lose, and then the following year there's high hopes, and then they pretty much disappoint. And Detroit fans are pretty much used to it, just like Viking fans. We get that one good year, and we make it to the NFC Championship, and then we all know how it ends. But as Viking fans, we always get to that championship game, and we end up losing it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, it's always frustrating, Hope to see, 1 year for the Vikings fans. They long-suffering Viking fans. They always seem to get so close, and
it's so far away.
Yeah.
We get to that point, and next year we're like, okay, this is going to be our leap, and then we take 3 steps back.
Yeah. Well, like I say, they're nothing like the Lions. They're just always bad.
Yeah.
My prediction, it's a bold prediction. I think Detroit's going to win the NFC North. It probably won't happen, but Jared Goff going there, a new coach, they might shock the world. But they won't do anything in the playoffs. I think they'll win the division, and why am I picking Detroit? Well, it's an NFL team. Anything can happen in the NFL. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
And you got Minnesota or Green Bay.
Yeah, but overall, I'd probably say Green Bay will win. But as a Viking fan, I would love to see Green Bay go 500 and the Vikings do what they do, hopefully. But it's gonna be all up to the Vikings defense. Last year the defense was horrible.
Yeah.
And when Cook can stay healthy, and Adam and Jefferson do the 1-2 punch, and now we have a younger tight end in Smith Jr.
Yep.
Hopefully that will help. And the main thing, that offensive line got to protect Kirk Cousins.
Yesterday, Dakota Dozier, he had a holding penalty and then they cost him a safety, and that was the first score for the Broncos in that preseason game. But other than that, they didn't look great, but they had so many players out, so you can't really judge. But that their offensive line, like I say, it needs some Dakota Dozier. I don't know if he's going to start this year.
I don't know. It's going to be based off, pretty much the next 2 preseason games. That's all left.
Yeah.
So I know at one point you gotta start the stars at some point.
Yeah.
But
you got to gauge it somehow.
It probably might be game 3, maybe a little bit of game 2 next week. But yeah, we just have to wait and see, and hopefully the Vikings can do something, or we're gonna be at a point again that we're gonna pretty much blow up the team again and do the whole rebuild again.
Yeah.
But of course, in football, that doesn't take long anyway.
No, it doesn't, really.
It's not like any of the other sports like baseball, football, basketball, and hockey. When they tell the fans, okay, we're going to rebuild, trust the system.
That'll take a while.
Yeah, and that takes 5-6 years. In football, You just have to sign the right free agents, some of the right drafts, and bam.
So we covered the NFC North. So that probably means we didn't say anything about the Chicago Bears, so they'll probably end up winning it. Who knows?
That's gonna be good. Chicago could be that team. We don't know.
Justin Fields, maybe a little bit of a hot topic here, but Ohio State quarterbacks don't do that well in the NFL.
Yep.
But we'll see how that pans out because Justin Fields is a phenomenal athlete.
Yep.
They got Jesse James, I think an underrated tight end.
Yep.
Again, anything can happen in the NFL. We're like the experts. We could be experts because they're wrong a lot of the time too.
Exactly.
You just never know, and that's what the beauty of the NFL is. You could get beat 55-0. Next game, you win 55-0. You just don't know. And I think the NFC North we covered. So, do you want to go to the NFC East?
Yeah, we can do that. NFC East. That division's always tough because they always have a new champion like every year, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the last 14, 15 years now, probably. It's like not the same team always win. Like last year, it was the Washington football team that won it.
Yep.
So we don't know with that at this point. Cause with them, I don't know. The Giants, they did some good off-season stuff. But again, is Jones going to rise up or fall back? Cowboys, going to be all up to Prescott.
Yeah.
He got his contract, he got his money.
Yeah.
Time to prove it now.
I like Dak Prescott as a person. I think he's a good, I don't know him, but I think he's a decent person. I'd like to see him succeed. I'm not a huge fan of the Cowboys, but Giants are the team. That's my two teams who I think that are going to be battling out.
Yeah, I probably agree with you. It's going to be the Cowboys or the Giants just because.
I'll turn that away. I'm not biased.
Yeah, I'm not going to be biased myself. With Kyle Rudolph going to the Giants,
Yep.
there might be a little bias right there. And I probably would root for the Giants players.
Yeah.
I always root for my former Viking players, doesn't matter who they're with.
Yep.
That's just who I am, but yeah, I might not be the top two. And sorry, Eagles fans, but your team is going to be dead last. Doesn't matter if you had Wentz from last year or Hurts this year, or anything like that. You're still going to be that team that you're going to get a couple of shock wins, but the other teams find a way to pull off victories when they are supposed to win.
Yeah.
They're going to have a shot.
And this is totally random, but that's who I am. Cincinnati, they always struggle against Cincinnati. What's up with the Eagles always struggling? And they don't play each other once every 4 years, but every time they play Cincinnati, a game they should win.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. And it's fine. When you play a team that, like we said, don't play every year, right now it's every 6 years now?
Well, NFC play AFC teams once every 4 years.
Oh yeah, once every 4 years. But yeah, and it doesn't matter.
But this year they, since that extra game, the Vikings play the Chargers, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they played just in 2019.
Yeah. So
2 years. So
yeah. So but that's gonna be that one extra game. That's not gonna be that big of a deal. I think it's based off where you end up at. So remember the Chargers end up, was it second last year in that division?
Chargers second last year in the AFC West.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Was it second or third? Because that's where I know well, Minnesota was third, I think, and Chicago was
Second. Yeah,
second.
Chicago
Yeah.
second. And Green
Yeah,
Bay
so
first.
no, we were third, and the Chargers were third, so that's why we are playing the Chargers.
Raiders were second, I believe.
Yeah,
And obviously the Chiefs won, and the Broncos.
And
Broncos
then we
dead
were-
last.
yeah. But yeah, so that's why I'm like, and probably next year we would probably play one of the teams that we played against last year. I can't remember what. Yeah, we played what? Oh yeah, we played the NFC South last year, so we might end up playing one of them teams next year if that's the rotation that they're gonna go with. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's gonna be the overall. I will think it will be the Giants. Prescott just gotta not just stay healthy, but now with that big contract, he has to prove
Yeah.
he's going to be the man for the Cowboys. Not just 5 years that he signed, but into the future after that.
A lot of pressure on him. Hopefully his ankle stays. You never wish that upon anybody.
Nope.
Hopefully he can play the whole season, and wish him the best. I may not want to see the Cowboys do good, but I'd like to see the Prescott.
Yeah.
You know, and I apologize if you're a Cowboys fan watching this.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Eagles, again, they could. It's not set in stone.
Yep.
They could definitely surprise and win the NFC East. They could win the whole thing. You never know.
Yep.
But I think that it's going to be tough for them. Quarterback situation. The Giants. I think Daniel Jones, my opinion, he'll shine this year.
Yep.
And Saquon Barkley is coming back.
Oh yeah.
He'll be a stud. The Giants' offense line is improving.
Yeah.
And then their defense is improving too. And I think the Giants are the Washington win. And I wish, this is off topic too, but I wish Washington would get a name.
Yeah.
Let's get a name.
Yeah.
Not just the team.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's trying to find the right name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Like, you don't want to pick the wrong name or whatever and regret it.
Yeah.
A year later.
I'm not going to
regret
get into that.
it. Yeah. That's a whole different topic
Yeah.
for something else.
Yep. I'm not. Like I say, I don't want to offend the viewers or anything. Just gotta drop there, and then that probably said too much there, but whatever. No, I think it's going to be if I had to go between the Giants and the Washington team. Boy, I mean, Washington won last year.
Yeah.
God, it's so tough. If I had to put my foot down right now, I'd have to say the Giants. Just new team. I think they're on the rise. Saquon Barkley, if he can stay healthy,
Yeah. And
they're gonna win the NFC East.
Yeah, I can see that, and the Cowboys will probably be second. I think they might be a game behind each other, maybe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be if every team split every series in the division, then might be different.
Yeah.
But hopefully, maybe get lucky enough someone from that division can finish over 500.
Yeah.
That's the main part.
Yeah.
At this point for that division.
Yeah. If they can. Yeah. Last couple seasons, they just barely get in the. I mean, they were like the NFC West of 2011.
Yeah.
Were they 7-9 won it last year? Redskins. Sorry. I apologize. Washington was 8-8.
Yep.
And they won.
Yep.
And they posted against Tampa Bay.
Yep.
And obviously Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl. Anyway.
Yeah.
Washington quarterback. Who do you think? Is it going to be?
I don't know. Who are the quarterbacks really offhand? I know.
Heineke. Caleb Heineke is he one of them?
Yeah.
And then
I don't think
Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah, Fitzpatrick. I'm like, you probably will go. I know they're having a competition right now over that, but I would say Fitzpatrick would probably be the one that you want to start and be
Hot and cold.
Yep. We know how he is. He will have 2 games that he's on fire, and then 2 games.
2 or 3 games where he's just awful.
Yep.
Benched. But Washington's defense, if the Washington offense can click, they're going to probably win the division because their defense, Chase Young,
Oh yeah.
Defensive tackle, what's his number, 93? It's hard to keep track of all the names.
Yeah.
But they definitely have some good secondary. Their defense are studs. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Washington defense kept them in one game last year. So yeah, I'm like, if the defense can come back, do what they did again, you want whoever the quarterback is, they don't make stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
They have a shot.
Yeah.
And that's the key part is don't turn the ball over.
And score more points and that's everybody, obviously.
Yeah.
But all right, I think we covered NFC West. We might have left some stuff out, but you think anything else? New coaches in Philadelphia, Ron Rivera in Washington, and Joe Judge in New York in the Giants, and then McCarthy in Dallas, which I don't know. I don't like that fit. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good fit, but
whatever.
If they get some, will Jerry Jones want him?
Yeah.
But,
Jerry Jones is the Dallas Cowboys. He's not, but
yeah, he's pretty much feel like he is the face of the Cowboys now. Pretty much since the beginning when he bought them. So,
although more power to him, he won some Super Bowls, but
yeah.
But
that's the past now.
Yeah.
If you weren't growing up in the 90s, you don't know that about the Cowboys.
Yeah. Quarter of a century ago.
Yeah. Who knew?
And to this day, I don't think they've even been in the NFC Championship games since they won the Super Bowl against the Steelers.
Yep, that was the right to me work. They always, they play in the first round to get beat, or when they do have that, what was it, the first year or the second year with Dax, that they got home field advantage.
Against the Packers, lost the Packers.
And they thought they had it won at the end, and they left way too much time for the Packers to do what they do best. And because like I said before, I'm not a big Cowboys fan or Green Bay Packers fan, but guess what? I was rooting for the Packers because I just hate the Cowboys more at that moment.
Yeah.
But because the following week, Green Bay got the butts whooped by the Falcons.
Yeah,
and then we all know what the Falcons did in that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Every time I see a football score 28-3, like, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
Of course, it's never over, but realistically, if you're up 28-3, you should be able to win.
Yeah.
And let's go NFC South.
Yeah.
Okay.
For this won't be that hard. It would be Tampa Bay. With Tom Brady, with that defense, pretty much they got everybody back on defense and offense. They got every starter back, and I'm not gonna say about it. We don't know when to pull up something with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, he's still a great quarterback and he's possible, but that defense is still up in the air. And of course, the Saints are without Drew Brees for the first time.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if Hill will be the guy that they're gonna look at or Winston.
I think Jameis Winston will be the starter.
I
think I would start Jameis Winston. If he can eliminate his mistakes, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And their defense, they have a good offensive line, probably one of the top 5 in the league.
Yeah.
They Ramchak I think I pronounced that right, and Andres Pete and who's your left guy? Left tackle.
Jordan. Oh wait, no, that's defense I'm thinking about. But
God. But the left side, they have a good offensive line.
Yeah.
And decent tight ends. Another Hill.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be a mistake to start Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Use him as a H-back or whatever.
Yep.
Special teams.
Definitely do what you do. And Carolina, they got they got their quarterback in the trade with the Jets, but I don't know. If new scenery will help, but
yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
That's what I love about it. And we're not saying this is set in stone. we're just giving our predictions and our thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. Not being in New York anymore might put the pressure off him, and
Carolina's defense is not too bad.
yeah.
You know, they're not woefully bad like Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean,
I might.
last year anyway.
Yeah, I might all 3 out of 4 teams have a good defense. They build up really good defenses to help out, even when they have a young quarterback or an aging quarterback who doesn't seem like he's ever going to retire in Tom Brady.
I know. Be
But-
80 years old playing
Yep, we still be talking about him in 40 years from now. We'll probably be still
15
talking
Super
about.
Bowl wins with Tom. Yeah, no. I don't think it's going to happen, but, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I might in that line. You could see that happening. Whatever. I might. All we know, Tampa Bay could have an off year. Tom Brady could have one of his worst years ever.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Coaches.
Yeah,
Who's the coach of Atlanta?
I think he wasn't he like one of the coaches from Seattle. Okay.
Now that we're on camera, we don't know. We would know if we were on off camera. We would
Google
figure it out.
it.
This, yeah.
But yeah, we don't want to pull out our phone just to Google it.
Yeah.
But I think he was on the coaching staff of Seattle last year. I
Okay.
think, but I'm not positive.
God, yeah.
And if somebody knows, when you guys can comment, whatever.
Yeah.
And by then, because we will figure it out by then at some point. But
Yeah.
I might. Yeah, that's the only really new coach.
Yeah. Because Matt Rule with Carolina, obviously Sean Payton and Bruce Arians on Tampa, Sean Payton in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction. If I think Tampa Bay will win it, they'll find a way to win it because as much as I want to give Jameis Winston a shot, I just don't. There's mistakes. He's proven mistakes. Until he can prove me wrong, I love to see him succeed and have a really good year. I think he's a pretty cool dude, Jameis Winston. I think if he can play really good and eliminate the mistakes, and that's an obvious cliche. But I think they could win the division. The Saints.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And hopefully Winston won from Drew Brees the last 2 years.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yep.
But yeah,
Was it 2 years or was it?
I thought it was 2 years.
Okay, that could have been.
But I remember, I think the year before that, it could be 1 year. I thought it was 2 maybe. Because I thought it would be his 3rd year with the Saints now.
And then Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, they can stay healthy.
Yeah.
I know Michael Thomas had a couple. Was it last year? They had a couple injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, he's still recovering from a foot surgery.
Okay.
And I don't know if, I know like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, that I did read that there's a rumor that he asked to be traded. I don't know if that, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be fake news. I don't know. But like I said, I don't go checking into every thing that I see pop up. I don't go try to run down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So if it's true, it's true. But I don't see it. But I don't see where any team at this point will trade for.
No. Not at this point.
The Pablo injury-prone wide receiver right now. Like a couple years he's been hurt. Not been like major injuries, but just minor enough to keep him off the field.
Okay.
And so now the NFC West.
Yeah, NFC West. Are we done with the NFC South then? You want to move on?
Yep.
Yeah, because you got a life too. NFC West.
And that's gonna be tough. Not really too tough. I might got a new quarterback with the Rams, Matthew Stafford. I always liked him.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him when he was Detroit. I just felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
They didn't build anything around him when he was in Detroit. And I loved him when he was in college at the University of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of the things again. It's just hopefully now we're filming in a new city, a bigger stage.
Yeah.
It's LA. We all know how LA is.
Absolutely.
So hopefully that pressure, but he does have a great, a good defense. I'm like Donaldson and Ramsey as a corner. Hopefully he can still be a top 5 sit-down corner. But that defense was good. They have decent wide receivers around them. The running game might be iffy. It is Ross. Then it is one of the running back to like ACL tear.
Is it Cam Akers?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's bad.
Yeah.
He was an up and coming. He was doing really good.
Yep, he was. He did an amazing job last year, so. But yeah, now that's going to be the question mark if they have that running. And good. Matthew Stafford doesn't, like, there are times that he does make some mistakes,
Oh, yeah.
but he can bring the team back from being down, because we seen him done that multiple times. Pretty much against the Packers, for some reason, Detroit always gets that one magical win against Green Bay for some odd reason, when he was the quarterback. But the Rams gonna be one of them teams that could be it. Got the upcoming Arizona.
Yeah.
I don't know about some of the older vets on defense. I'm like, yeah, you can bring in older people that can help out, but what help? I'm like, the quarterback is still young. He's still gonna make some mistakes, but instead of trying to run around like that, he should just throw the ball away and whip for another down.
I think that's the biggest question mark in the NFL, in my opinion, is the Cardinals this year. And that's every team, but I just think, especially in the NFC West, that's the biggest question mark. I think the Rams will win the division. It's going to be tough, though. 49ers, I mean, that Trey Lance looks really good.
Yeah.
North Dakota State.
Yeah. We don't know how that situation. You don't know if they're going to start him or Jimmy G. I know. I still think Jimmy G should still get the starting job.
Jimmy G in San Francisco still?
Yeah. He's still there. He hasn't been traded yet.
What the heck was that? I thought Chicago wanted him.
Chicago did, but after they drafted Fields, there was rumors that if Houston was willing to do a trade, have Watson go to the 49ers, Jimmy G go down to Houston. But now with everything going on with Houston's quarterback, we will get to that more when we get to that South Division with him. But it might just like a lot of strange rumors about, but yeah, Jimmy G's still there. If Jimmy G can recover from his that master ankle injury that he had last year.
I think so.
If he can show that he can walk on it or run around or whatever. And again, play like he did in that Super Bowl run up to a point, but again, the 49ers defense is going to be the thing that's going to kill him.
Yeah.
But it's going to be based off who is the starting quarterback for him. We already know what Seattle is capable of, but you got to protect Wilson. I'm like that. You can't have him be your 85% of your offense. He can't be running all around the place. You got to protect him.
Yeah, you have a really good receiver and DK Wallace.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and he's really good like that. The running back is going to be a community again, pretty much, who gets hot.
What running game have they had the last 5 years?
Not much, yeah. And that defense is still good, but not great. They're still going to give up points, but can that offense protect him well enough, and hopefully that defense can surprise people, and hopefully that defense can do what they need to do. It'll be based off what they can do and whatever. If the defense can hold up, protect Wilson, they should be okay. They could fight for second, a wild card spot, but I don't. If the Rams do what they are supposed to do now,
Yeah. You don't hear a lot of hype about the Rams, but you kind of get that feeling because Stafford went there. They're not the only team that has hype.
yeah,
It'll be interesting. I do think the Rams. I think it'll be the Rams, 49ers. I hate to say it. I don't want to put the Cardinals last because they're so. I don't want to put Seattle last. It's what they've done. It's just that's really hard. If I had to make a pick, it'd be the Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. It'll probably be the other way around. Things go. What do you think?
possible nowadays.
Who do you got? The Rams winning the AFC?
Yeah, I got the Rams. Yeah, I might. Yeah, only other team I would say would be Seattle if they get everything together. But yeah, I think the Rams should win that division.
Yeah, their defense is good. If they stay healthy again. It's all about staying healthy. You're gonna have injuries. Cam Akers, so hopefully. Well, let's move on to let's just stay in the West, AFC West.
That won't be that hard. It'll be Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. Then Vegas will probably be the second, or the Chargers. The Chargers do look good too, but yeah, it's gonna be based off that. Denver will probably be in last, so there's not really much. You can say that we all know that Kansas City will just pull off. They're pretty much one away with that division, not at Vegas or the Chargers.
Too much defensive holes in the Vegas.
Yeah.
Chargers, I think they'll be second. I think Herbert again, up and coming team. I wish they didn't fire Mike Lynn, coach for the Chargers. I thought, why'd they fire him? It was stupid. They should have kept him at least one more year. They're rebuilding. And then Herbert is a second year. Or wait,
yes. It will be a second year, yeah.
It's going to be a second year.
Yep.
Yeah. Good
so,
grief. Yeah. Anyway, it's NFL for you.
Yeah, pretty much we see how that division's going to be Kansas City's division for a while, not for near future, so.
Yeah, that's my pick, Kansas City, Chargers, Raiders. Although, I don't know, I think that's hard. Between the Chargers and the Raiders is second place, and then Broncos last. As much as I hate to admit it, I still think they haven't proved nothing from last year. Anyway, okay.
So to the AFC South.
Sure.
You got the Titans who won that division last year, right? Or was it the Colts?
No, the Colts were the 7th seed, and they went to the Buffalo's 2 seed, so Titans did.
Yeah.
They were the 4 seed.
Yeah, right. So, with the Colts, you don't know because with the quarterback being out, we don't know.
And didn't they have Quentin Nelson, one of their stud linemen?
Yeah.
He got injured?
Yeah. So that's going to be a big question mark there, too.
Yeah.
But I think Houston is pretty much going to be in last completely. It doesn't matter if Winston is the quarterback or not.
Watson, yeah.
Watson, he will, with everything going on in his personal life, you guys all know about that. We don't need to go into details of that stuff. Doesn't matter what happens there. Jacksonville, with the quarterback, new head coach, who's never coaching the NFL. I would say they would probably be the third team. They might get second, but Tennessee would probably not one away with the division, but win at least with 11, 12 wins at least.
Yeah, so they 17 games.
Yeah, so
Julio Jones going there.
Yep.
That was a steal.
Yep. pretty much.
Their defense is not the greatest, but
It holds up when it needs to sometimes, but
Bend
they
don't
do.
break.
Yeah, they do give up a lot of points, but in their offense can score a lot of points
Yep.
too. So we have that.
Derrick Henry's stud beast. He can run over.
Anybody,
Yeah,
you can pretty much hand him,
Jacksonville.
yeah, you pretty much can hand him the ball at least 40 times a game, and
Yeah.
he gets stronger throughout
I
the
know.
game. He doesn't get tired for some odd reason.
One time I looked in Wikipedia, I looked at Derrick Henry, and it said owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, well,
Technically, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Titans will win that division. I think they can go deep in the playoffs. I think the Titans are one of the dangerous teams.
yeah.
Even though they made the AFC Championship game in 2019/20, but they lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But and last year lost to the Ravens.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about the AFC South.
Yeah, not really. Anyway,
Yeah, be interesting to see Urban Meyer coach though.
yeah,
It's going to be interesting to see him in
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
yeah.
AFC. Let's go north.
Yeah, well, my pick would be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people go on both sides of the ball, but I think Big Ben has a lot to prove after they did really had an amazing start and were able to do a lot last year, but eventually everybody figured it out and were able to stop them in my ears. And my Baltimore will be, I know, probably the heavy favorite.
Yeah.
To win that division, but Jackson, I don't know, I might use a good quarterback, but
Oh yeah.
certainly the team's gonna figure it out. He can't rush for 1,000 yards and for
3,000, 4,000 yards.
yeah, so he can't do it all by himself.
Well, if anybody can, he can.
Yeah. But again, if that Baltimore defense is also going to be a good defense, but again, you're looking at what can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati, the quarterback coming back from my ACL tear.
Yeah.
We know how hard it is for a quarterback to come from that.
Not personally, but I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen. Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
And if they can build right in Cincinnati, again, one of them teams that hasn't done anything
Ever.
ever since the 80s,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the 2 Super Bowl runs that they did in the 80s.
But they
But,
lost.
and,
Sorry, Bengal fans.
Cleveland, Mayfield, I'm like,
They have a lot of hype. There's a team that has a lot of hype. Probably.
oh yeah. But again, they have a great defense that will hold on. They have a good running back. Can the 2 wide receivers stay healthy? Don't
Yeah.
know. And he just don't make mistakes.
Not just healthy, but one of them, drama queen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. OBJ. Yep. He needs to stay healthy. Stop being a drama queen and be more of a team player.
Myles Garrett, one of the best, you know.
Yep.
And they have some good players. D line, O line. Now there's an O line that's top 5.
Oh yeah.
They have a really good offensive line. They would have gotten the ball in that division round against the Chiefs last year. They
Yeah, they were probably upset Tennessee. That would have been
huge upset, but they didn't.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my pick is going to be. God, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's really a tough one. I'd have to go with Pittsburgh because I think Cleveland, they should be good, but not as good as what people think.
Yeah.
Baltimore, they'll be right up there.
Yeah.
And then until Cincinnati can prove me otherwise, I think they'll be last. As much as like to see Joe Burrow and be successful. Here's a dumb question: AJ Green still with them?
No, he's in Arizona now.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, again with Arizona with great old vets and like again old players.
Yeah.
You can't question with that considering in the long run, but yeah, Cincinnati. I'm like, you gotta give Joe his due time. I'm like, maybe in his third year, fourth year, hopefully they're patient with him. Because with my ACL tear, I'm like, he's not gonna be completely 100% this year. He's still gonna kind of question his will to step in the pocket at certain points. I'm like, some quarterbacks have that fear, so.
Definitely. Right, they got Riley Reef. I don't know if the Bengals got Riley Reef, but that's not going to be like, ooh, they're gonna.
Yeah.
They still have. He plays for Tampa Bay. Anyway, it's hard to keep track of all the players. The players' names especially.
Yeah.
They used to be really good at that. Now it's just,
Yeah, no, it's not getting harder because they sign a 1-year contract or 2-year contract and they end up getting released after 1 year and they move on. And,
like Tyler Eifert, their tight end. He's not with them anymore, is he? I think he moved somewhere else.
Yeah, I think he's.
No.
I almost want to say he's in Atlanta, but I'm not really 100% that, but I don't know. But yeah. So I guess the last division is the AFC East.
Yep.
So,
Go ahead.
pretty much, my prediction would probably be Buffalo. I could see them repeating again. The Jets are with a wicked quarterback. Probably be bound for pretty much last place with Miami. I don't believe in Miami's quarterback yet.
Oh, you think Miami will be last?
Yeah, I think they would be.
Wow.
Jets would probably be second. And I have to hate it, but I think Cam Newton's still going to do something with the Patriots, but we're going to see the same Cam Newton that we've seen the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, until he proves otherwise. Buffalo, I mean, it's one of my Super Bowl picks. Yeah. I think they'll be really good. But you never know, again.
Yeah.
I keep on saying that. I think Miami will be second.
All right.
And then Patriots third and the Jets last. I like to see the Jets do good. Zach Wilson. Their defensive tackle, is it Quinnen Williams from Alabama?
Yeah.
A couple years ago. I think it's already his second or third year maybe. But he hasn't dominated like.
He should be doing.
Yeah.
But maybe this year he probably could.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, I think Buffalo will be the team that will should not run away with the division, but should get it with Josh Allen and that defense and with Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs does not become a drama queen.
Yeah.
So that would be the big thing right there. I'm like, right now he's happy, but we'll see how much that happiness stays.
Yep.
We all know how he was after a miracle in Minnesota, so we know what happened after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I guess Super Bowl predictions now, I guess.
Yeah. Well, in the NFC Championship game, I have the Rams over the Buccaneers. AFC Championship game, I have the Bills over the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I think the Rams will end up finding a way to win. It's a bold prediction, but any prediction is bold.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. I'm like, I probably would say, with my for the AFC, I really hate saying it, but I don't like Kansas City at all. But I think Kansas City, I can see them going all the way back to the Super Bowl. If they get home field advantage, they will definitely do it. I'm like, if they play Buffalo, I think Buffalo could come back. If they play Buffalo and the teams that they always face could change that. Of course, injuries, you gotta look at that. But the NFC, I really don't want repeat the same Super Bowl with Tampa Bay and Kansas City. I don't really want to see that. A lot of people probably would, but that's gonna be tough. I know a lot of people. I could see Green Bay being not being the number one seed, but they could pull off a run if they can. But right now, I'm kind of torn with probably like 3 teams for the AFC. That would probably be Tampa Bay, Green Bay, and like you said, the Rams. The Rams could do something, but all them 3 teams, I'd rather see Green Bay.
Wow.
All them 3 could be I'm just looking at the idea if Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl, he can walk away. Well, not from like retirement, but the
Go to
idea.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, or go to a different team, but again, it's all predictions. We don't know.
I was gonna say all the teams there. I was thinking about who has the best athletes. Kansas City has amazing athletes: Tyrann Mathieu, Frank Clark, Chris Jones. He's still with them.
Yeah.
And then often Sammy Watkins, running back Demetrius or
I think so, maybe.
running back's good. Receiving court, offense lines. I think they improved a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the question marks probably.
Yeah.
If they can bolster that offensive line. They have a decent defense. They give up points, but they have good athletes on that defense.
Yeah.
And that's why they won Super Bowl 54.
Yeah, and they can come back from main deficit.
Yeah, definitely. Let's wrap this up here quick. Let's go college. Who do you think is going to win the SEC? It's
Yeah. I don't know.
probably Alabama, right?
Yeah. Pretty much. Just right in Alabama will probably win the whole thing anyway, so. I know you got some teams that are always built for the next future, but Alabama's been doing it so well.
I know. Can't go against them.
The other.
We got to talk about this, though. What do you think of OU and Texas going to the SEC?
I just really don't get it.
Yeah.
Why don't you stay with the team? I get that. About my end, it's all about money. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But why would you go to a conference that it's already pretty much stacked up? I'm like, why do you really want to face Alabama every
Florida, Georgia.
Yeah. I don't get. They play defense.
Yeah.
I'm like, your spread out offense in Oklahoma, yeah, that would work, but if your defense isn't stopping anybody and your defense gets 1, 2, 3 stops, it's over for you.
SEC is loaded with defense every year.
Yeah.
Big 12 is loaded with. I mean, Oklahoma State didn't do too bad with the defense they had last year.
Yeah.
But
I might look at Nebraska. They went from being
Big
12 and go to the Big 10, and they are pretty much the bottom 5 every year. And I'm not saying that they don't recruit anybody.
They just fell off the map, too.
You have Ohio State, Michigan State, who's kind of
Penn State.
Penn State too. You got
Indiana did well.
Wisconsin. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just tough.
Went from the Big 8 to Big 12 to Big 10, and it is tough. You think, when Nebraska had their heydays, they not trying to take anything away from them. They kind of breezed through Missouri and all those teams in the Big 8.
Yeah.
But it makes a big difference when you play schedule.
Yeah.
And doesn't Alabama play somebody tough beginning?
I think they do. I don't.
Uh,
I haven't.
it's hard to keep track of everything.
But yeah.
But yeah, I like I say, Big Ten. Iowa State probably will.
Yeah.
It's more predictable in college. At least you can. It's easier
Yeah.
because it's hard to keep track of everybody, where they're going and who who they recruited and all that.
Yeah.
Pac-12. Yeah, I know you like USC in the
Yeah.
Pac-12. Huskies should be good.
Yeah.
Cal defense. I wonder if Justin Wilcox, their head coach, is a defensive guy. Should be decent on defense. Want to go high school?
No. No. No, I can't.
All right. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. Leave a comment. And maybe subscribe. I don't do a video like this all the time. So, have a nice day. Thank you.